Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria challenge. This time, Jason and I watched Nomads. Nomads is a 1985 horror film, written and directed by John McTiernan. This was actually his directorial debut, and he would later go on to direct classics such as Predator, Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Last Action Hero, among others. Nomads, however, is the only film he ever wrote. As of right now, anyway. This movie is also significant because it featured Pierce Brosnan in his first role as a leading man in a feature film. Nomads, according to Fangoria, is also one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. Jason and I had both seen this one before. In fact, I first watched it when I learned about it in this book. I was looking forward to revisiting it since it had been so long. Jason, on the other hand, was sort of dreading this one. He was not really a fan the first time he watched it, and wasn't really looking forward to watching it again. He sort of wanted to get it over with. But I'm sure he'll talk more about that in his review. I must say though, I personally enjoyed it more this time around. If you're expecting something more along the lines of McTiernan's other films like Predator or Die Hard, then you'll probably be disappointed. But keep in mind, this was his first effort as a filmmaker, and a competent one at that. Nomads does have an intriguing storyline, so let me get into it. Pierce Brosnan plays a French anthropologist who recently moved to Los Angeles with his wife, and he dies in the first few minutes of the film. Don't worry though, he is the leading man as I already mentioned, so this is how that works out. Just before he dies at the hospital, he locks eyes with Dr. Eileen Flax, played by Leslie Ann Down. This, for some reason, sends her into a fit of hysteria, and she is somehow able to vicariously live the anthropologist's last days. Basically, she is able to witness the last days of Pierce Brosnan's character's life. It seems he became obsessed with a gang of leather-clad punks. After finding messages at his house, he notices a black van drive by. He follows the van and watches the gang from a distance. Soon enough, however, he is caught, and it's just the beginning of the end. Now it would appear to Dr. Flax that the anthropologist's wife is in trouble. She just might be the next target of the punk gang. But the gang of misfits is not exactly what it appears to be. They're not just punks, they're nomads. And I'll leave it at that. Sort of vague, right? Well, that's the mystery. Watch the movie to find out more. Nomads is pretty unique. In fact, I had a difficult time finding a relatable recommendation for this one. Ultimately, I did decide on something, but I'll get to that. Pierce Brosnan definitely held his own, especially considering this was his first role as a leading man. Leslie Ann Down did great as well, and she's really pretty in this. The gang of punks, or nomads, are interesting villains. Again, I won't spoil exactly what they are, but I like the route this movie took. Despite being, I guess, somewhat of a slow burn, it moves along at a quick pace. That might sound contradictory, but it's true. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. Nomads is also just short of 90 minutes, so that could be why it goes by pretty fast. It definitely held my attention, because I could not remember much, if anything, from when I watched Nomads the first time. And I have to say, it has a cool ending too. Although it's not that similar, my relatable recommendation is Grotesque. Grotesque is a 1988 horror film, which also deals with a gang of psychotic punks. It stars Linda Blair, and it's a super fun watch, with super awesome cover art. Have you seen it? But more importantly, have you seen Nomads? Comment below and let me know. And be sure to check out Jason's review. What will we watch next in the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind, subscribe.